Hi guys, welcome back to Graveyard Sisters. It is Leslie Ann.
Audrey.
So we're here today at Dunfermline Abbey. It's amazing. It's so steeped in history. This is like one of the most important sites in the history of Scotland.
It is, yep. It has more kings and queens of Scotland buried here than anywhere else excepting Iona, apparently.
And the problem that we have today is we can't get in. So we've travelled quite a while. It's took me about 4 hours to get here. And we wanted to come in and show you in here the remains, or well, not the remains, but the grave of Robert the Bruce. If you can see at the top here, it says the. And all the way around the spire it says Robert the Bruce. It is amazing. So the part that we're looking at here is new. This was built about 1818, is that right?
Yep, I think so. I will check my notes.
And then the part at the end that you're looking at is over 1,000 years old.
Yep, the Benedictine Abbey was founded in 1128.
The Benedictine Abbey is round the corner,
round the back,
so that will be another video.
Yep, so it's 19th century. The nave served as the parish church and now forms the vestibule of a new church that opened in 1821.
So
but you can kind of see it's not so obvious round this side, but when we go round the other side you can see where the new bit and the old bit kind of join onto each other.
Yeah, so it was Queen Margaret, was it?
Yeah, it's King Malcolm Canmore, Malcolm III, and Queen Margaret was English, and she came up married King Malcolm in Dunfermline, and they founded this place. So it's the Benedictine Abbey. So back to the reign of his Malcolm III, reigned on 1058 to 1093, and his Queen Margaret, who was later turned into Saint Margaret. So,
And sadly, and
this has been used as a burial ground for a long time. As you can see, quite a lot of the stones are actually been, how do you say,
weathered and then sunken.
Sunken or built upon, because we're actually quite high up from the road here, and you can see it.
So this graveyard's been in use for 800 years, and if you go to a graveyard and you think, well, did the graves only start like in the 1700s? If you find the oldest graves, say for example you find one from 1650, do you think, oh well, that's when these, it started?
Yeah.
It's not. No, most graveyards have been built on by more earth put on, more earth.
It's just been built on top and on top and
so
on
there's
top.
been more bodies than you'll ever know has been interred in here. You can actually see how high up we are from the pavement when we go round. So yeah, a lot of the bodies have obviously just
you can only just see the tops of the stones and no more.
Back in the day,
most of them are actually completely illegible. There's not even any point in taking you round, because we haven't actually found very many that you can read properly.
Not these legible, they're very illegible, but we have found
1700s definitely.
Some interesting stones here. So when they were building this new part in 1818, they discovered a skeleton, and they weren't sure who the skeleton was from. It was wrapped in a golden shroud, and they thought, well, this must be royalty, or one of the kings or that have been buried here in the abbey. When they opened up the shroud, the skeleton's sternum was ripped apart, like a heart had been taken out, and then they established that was the skeleton of Robert the Bruce, whose heart went on a pilgrimage to Spain and then eventually buried in Melrose Abbey. So we'll take you around and we'll see what we can see here. As I say, a lot are really illegible, guys. It's really hard to read. The property of John Patterson, Margaret Patterson, daughter of J. P., died the 18th of July 1821, aged 17 years. Only 17 years. Yeah, so a lot of these, as we've said, they're all sunken into the ground, guys. And if you look over here, it's the same. It's
and you just can't read anything on them at all.
No, but we're going to go and look and see what we can read. And here, this is what we found very interesting, guys. This is something that I've never seen before. John Kinnaird, 2 rooms, 1836. So we've already seen a few. We've already had a walk round and we've seen a few that says 2 tombs on it, 2 rooms. And we're trying to work out what that means. We think it means there's 2 spaces. I wonder if any of you would know.
Yeah, if anybody knows, chuck it in the comments and let us know, please.
So we're not going to be able to read a lot of these. As you can tell, they're just...
weathered away.
I think the ground is, see as you're walking, the ground is really soft.
It's bouncy. Because there's that Memento Mori over there, and that survived, but the
ones in front.
See, this is right up, so that's how you know it's like 1888 and stuff, because
Thomas
it's
Keller.
tall.
Yeah. 1879, age 66. His daughter's Annie. She died the 12th of March and she was 30. And Marion, they all died in
1880, 1879, 1885, 1888.
Aged another 31 years.
And 1891.
And then his wife. This one's up. And then we've got this here. Sometimes you can't get to read these because they're usually full of moss. In memory of George Burt, who died the 18th of May, not sure, maybe 37, is that Audrey? And then Margaret. And then the children who died in infancy, their daughters. Daughter Christian, wife of James Sharp, 1859, age 70.
And there's 2 rooms again. Can't see the top of
Oh,
it
aye,
at
again,
all.
like...
All you can see is 1821.
Aye. 1821, aged 27 years, much regretted.
2 rooms.
2 rooms. 2 rooms again, like. Does that mean 2 spaces?
I'm assuming so. So the explanation I've got for it. If there is something else, let us know.
This is gorgeous.
Yeah, the carving's lovely. It's really stood out.
It's beautiful. It's like some of these are just such a mess, and then you get...
I know.
Anne, and she died 1875, aged 25. John Drummond, and he was 75, and his mother Isabella Bruce. So I'll take you over and show you some of these. Where did you see that? Yeah.
Ah, it's there. You can see the Memento Mori, but nothing else really.
No,
It
we're
must be a really ugly one.
we're looking at 1700s. 1700s definitely. I just love these. Memento Mori. Remember, you will die. Amazing. Let's try to see the best ones. Where can you see anything, Audrey? This one here's got initials on it. That's probably 1700s again. That's probably more 1700s. And then you've got this here. This stands out. It's gorgeous. Erected by Sir Noel and Waller.
Waller High Peyton RSA in memory of Joseph Neil Peyton, their father who died on the 40th April 1874, of Catherine McDermott, their mother, who died on the 9th of July 1853.
And that's the old part, still chimes.
Yep, 2 o'clock.
It's over 1,000 years old. So pretty. Wow.
1, 2.
So cool. Yeah, it's cold here today.
Yes.
I've noticed that it's actually colder here than where I stay. We're in the Kingdom of Fife. And this used to be, Dunfermline used to be the capital of Scotland.
Way back when.
Yeah. I can't remember how it all got decided. I'm learning so much history. It was never my forte, but I am absolutely loving Scottish history. Look here again, look.
2 rooms.
2 rooms. 2 rooms. See, I think that number there is the plot number then.
Right, there's a 17.
It is. You can barely see it. Shows up better on the camera than it does with your own eyes, I think. Look,
Yeah.
1739
9?
maybe.
Could be 2,
Yeah.
could be 9.
Oh, they're not in sync. They're not in sync with each other. The blossom's just starting to come out now. There really is a lovely sense of peace here. All the graves, again I've said that before, they all face east, so they're all facing the same way. But we've noticed round at the other side, when we go right round the other side of the abbey, some of them don't face east.
No.
Wonder if that was just something that changed over time then. Oops. This one here is definitely another 1700s. It's like a crest on it, look.
Yeah. It's very hard to say. 7.
Oh, they're really, a lot of them are just so weathered. It's one of the worst, I think,
Yeah. Compared to Stirling last week, everything was really legible, and you could. There's what, 1794?
It's like it's either 94 or 04. I think you're right. I think it might be
1794.
1794. There's a really cool example. A memento mori over here.
Oh yeah.
Go over here.
Yeah, that's with the hourglass.
Yeah. And hourglass depicts that your time is running out. It's quite morbid and creepy when you think about it.
Yeah,
It's actually quite scary.
That's a bit.
We've got a little pigeon friend coming to say hi. This one here, erected to the memory of Alexander Logan,
but I think the end's missing.
Burgess
Burgess of the
city, who died at Govan.
In 1886.
Govan's age 14. Govan's moreover where we live. Well, where I live now.
Well, yeah. More Glasgow.
Glasgow area. And then here again, guys, the hourglass. And the skull and the crossbones is to remind us of our own mortality. Nice obelisk here. It's 1,000 years old. Yeah, you can see, that is zoom in actually, so you can see the other side without cutting this off. Can't see the Bruce.
The Bruce.
It's just absolutely beautiful. Yeah, so there were 7 kings and queens buried inside this abbey, but during the Reformation, everything got destroyed. They destroyed this place.
Sacked
They
and raided.
raided, destroyed. St Margaret's shrine, who was Queen Margaret,
Yeah.
was ornate, decorative, beautiful, bejewelled, and they destroyed it.
Yep, that's right.
And apparently her head got taken by
Mary
Queen of Scots.
Which I suppose is quite poetic.
That's what
she ended up the same.
Aye,
Mary Queen
ironically.
of Scots got her head chopped off.
But it's just weird to. I think that's like, if you were a saint, they would actually take your body
On pilgrimages.
and they would, but every single little part of it, right down to your toe, would get sent to the four corners of the earth. That's how, like, if you go abroad and you might go into some church, there might be a relic of some saint and it's like a finger. Because they basically decimated the body and sent it.
Yeah, that's it.
It's quite... 1828, in memory of John Strachan, and he died 1883, aged 75. His wife, Margaret, she died in 1882. It's just, oh, it's unreal. I'm disappointed that we can't get in. I wanted to show you
Yeah.
our king's grave, but we'll just have to come back, guys.
Just a good excuse to return.
We've got lots of good excuses to return places now.
yes,
We're just
yes,
building
we
up all
have.
these excuses to come back. There's just so much to explore in Scotland. We have some amazing places steeped in history. I can't get a date on that. I'd probably say that maybe 1700s again.
I would say so, yeah.
And then we'll just walk up here. And we can read. Is that not a Freemasons sign there? No? Is it?
What?
Freemasons? On the main? No, it's
I think
not.
so. Nah.
Just a decorative sign.
Yeah. No, definitely doesn't shout
Oh,
Freemason
just
up.
about to fall over this. Henry. Can't really see much else.
No.
There's some in here, but
Oh,
look.
there's something in these, beside these wee buttresses.
It's amazing. Another wee example of memento mori. Some in here. So I read online that they have unearthed quite a lot of these flat slabs, sorry, and they have found one from 1605. I can't find it. And we've got some here too, really. This is quite cool. $1709.
Yeah.
H&M, the Stars, Family Crest. Is it 1709 or is that 1702?
What's that too,
It
actually?
is, I think.
Well, I don't know, it's hard to see. I think an nice number two.
More here. And then this beside it. Really awesome. So we'll leave this one here for part one.
Yep.
And we will
we'll see you around the other
our
side.
side.
For part two.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Bye.